American Idol judge Luke Bryan has spent the summer on tour. His country song Came on Tour kicked off in May. But the tour has been plagued with problems. The singer was booed by the crowd at one show after revealing that he had to cancel some of the tour stops because he was sick with COVID. In another recent show this month, he was hit by an object thrown from the crowd. He spoke out about the incident. Keep reading to find out why he didn't jump into the crowd and confront the perpetrator. American Idol judge hit in face by thrown object. Luke Bryan loves to have fun with the crowd during his concert. He often tells jokes or funny stories. The American Idol judge poked fun at the cheating couple exposed at a Coldplay concert earlier this month. But it's not always fun and games when the crowd gets rowdy. Luke Bryan performed at the North Dakota State Fair on Saturday, July 26. He was performing his 2011 hit song, Country Girl, She It For Me, when a concert-goer hurled an object at the stage and hit Luke Bryan right in the face. The object was later described as a plush ball, so it likely didn't injure the singer. However, he was momentarily shocked and stopped singing for a second. He quickly regained his composure and continued with the song. The video of the incident went viral. The fan who posted it revealed that Luke Bryan didn't return to the stage after his performance to greet the crowd like he normally does. Luke Bryan responds to Perpetrator who violated him. Fans praised Luke Bryan for being professional after getting hit in the face. He spoke to Taste of Country about what happened. He said he didn't think it was a malicious act from someone in the crowd. It was a big ol' fun party, and I think one person just took it too far, he said. While he was understanding that it wasn't ill-intended, he wasn't happy about getting struck by an object. He said it's an unfortunate part of being a performer these days. You hope that you can see who did it, he added. He couldn't tell who the perpetrator was at the North Dakota State Fair incident, and they should consider themselves lucky. I mean, if I saw him throw it, I could have gone right to him. I probably would have jumped right off in there. However, doing so would kill the vibe, so he let it go. There were also young kids in the crowd, which also prevented him from taking action. Are you surprised Luke Bryan was able to keep his cool after getting hit by something thrown from the crowd? Share your reaction in the comments. American Idol Luke Bryan responds to perpetrator who violated him. Prologue. Country star. TV judge. Family man. To fans, Luke Bryan has always been the definition of easygoing charm, grinning wide beneath a baseball cap, turning every stage into a party, and softening the blow of American Idol's sharp critiques with that southern warmth. But behind the smile, Bryan found himself suddenly at the center of something darker, an incident that left him shaken, violated, and forced to confront a side of fame he'd never bargained for. And now, weeks later, he's finally speaking out. Chapter 1. The night everything changed. It started after an American Idol taping in Los Angeles. Luke had stayed behind late to meet a small circle of fans who had special backstage passes. Usually, these were some of his favorite moments. He'd chat, pose for photos, make jokes about Lionel Richie's legendary wardrobe, and send people home with a memory they'd cherish forever. But this time, something was off. A man in the group, older than most of the fans who usually lined up, stepped forward with an intensity in his eyes. Security clocked it, Luke clocked it, but before anyone could intervene, the man broke personal boundaries. Words turned harsh. A touch turned into a grab. I knew in that second I wasn't just uncomfortable, I felt violated, Luke would later recall. The security team was fast, but the damage was already done. Chapter 2. The silence before the storm. 4 days, Bryan said nothing publicly. His close friends knew. His wife Caroline knew. His fellow judges, Katy Perry and Lionel Richie, noticed the difference when they rehearsed for the next episode. Luke's the kind of guy who laughs everything off, Lionel said in a quiet interview later. But when something really shakes him, he pulls inside. That smile of his fades around the edges. I saw that. Rumors started bubbling online. Fans speculated after Luke skipped a press junket. A TikTok clip circulated of him looking distant, not his usual joking self during a contestant's performance. "What's wrong with Luke?" Hashtags began trending. Chapter 3. The Breaking Point. Finally, the dam broke. Luke took to Instagram, sitting in his truck in Tennessee, cap pulled low, voice steady but eyes haunted. "Something happened to me a few weeks back. I had a line crossed that no one should ever cross. I was touched in a way that wasn't okay. I was disrespected, and I'll be real honest, I felt violated." His words hit hard. The world froze. Fans who saw him as invincible suddenly saw him as human, vulnerable. Messages of support flooded in. But the internet being the internet, not everyone reacted with kindness. Some doubted. Some twisted the story. Some asked why a man, a celebrity, could feel violated at all. That only fueled Luke's fire. Chapter 4. Confronting the Perpetrator. Behind the scenes, the perpetrator had already been dealt with by security and banned from further idol events. But Luke wanted to go further. Not with anger, not with vengeance. He wanted accountability. In a stunning move, he released a public letter not just to his fans, but directly to the man who had wronged him. "You thought it was just a moment, just a hand where it shouldn't be, just words I'd brush off because I'm Luke Bryan, the nice guy. But what you did was wrong. You violated my space, my dignity. And you don't get to decide what counts as harm. I do. Every person does." The letter spread like wildfire. Headlines lit up. Luke Bryan speaks out after violation incident. Talk shows debated. Survivors of harassment, men and women alike, praised him for giving language to something often minimized. Chapter 5. The Ripple Effect. Suddenly, Luke wasn't just a country star or idol judge. He was a voice in a larger movement. Other male artists stepped forward with their own stories of boundaries crossed by fans, press, or industry figures. The conversation shifted. "I never thought I'd be the guy to start talking about this," Luke admitted in an interview with People. "But if me speaking up makes even one person out there feel less alone, then it's worth it." The moment became bigger than the incident itself. It became about redefining respect, about showing that fame doesn't erase the right to safety. Chapter 6. Healing in Music. Fans noticed something new in Luke's performances. His hit ballads felt heavier. Even his party anthems carried an edge, as if he was fighting to reclaim joy. In a surprise at the CMA festival, Luke debuted a new song, Raw, Stripped Down, written after the violation. It wasn't about revenge. It was about resilience.